This is political persecution.
Outside a Manhattan courthouse, former President Trump blasted his hush money trial, which centers around payoffs to two women, adult film star Stormy Daniels and Playboy model Karen McDougal, who claimed to have had affairs with Trump, encounters which he denies. Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in order to hide those payments made by his former lawyer, Michael Cohen.
Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought.
Inside the courtroom, 96 potential jurors filed in Monday afternoon after being asked if they can be fair and impartial. Candidates then had to answer 42 more questions, like if they've attended pro or anti-Trump rallies or if they follow Trump on social media. But notably, lawyers cannot ask them who they voted for or what party they belong to.
They're very experienced at reading between the lines and perceiving biases on the part of jurors.
It could take 2 weeks to seat 12 jurors and 6 alternates out of a pool of hundreds. But Monday was largely consumed by rulings on legal motions. Notably, prosecutors cannot play the infamous Access Hollywood tape at trial. The judge also denying Trump's lawyer's request to recuse himself from the case. He'll rule next week on whether to fine Trump for social media posts that may violate his gag order, like this one where he called Cohen and Daniels, quote, sleazebags. Both of them are expected to testify.
I'm the narrator of the story. One of the things that Donald and his legal team are trying to do is every day it's to discredit me.
Trump plans to take the stand, too.
Yeah, I would testify, absolutely. It's a scam.
Outside the courthouse, dueling rallies with Trump supporters cheering him on and others calling for accountability. The trial is expected to last up to 8 weeks.
The burden on the prosecution, I think, is great here. We're dealing with a president here, a former president, dealing with criminal charges. This is just a brand new scenario.
After this trial, Trump will still have to face 3 other criminal cases: election interference in Georgia, classified documents in Florida, and the case surrounding January 6th.
The other trials, I think, are much more weighty in their significance than this particular trial. The outcome is much more risky.
Now, TV cameras will not be allowed in the courtroom for the duration of this trial. If he's convicted, Trump could, in theory, face up to 4 years in prison, but any sentence would be up to the judge. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm John Krinjak, Fox 7 Austin News.